Hello, everyone, and thank you for attending group today. My name is LaVonia and I will be the facilitator for this group, which is on narcotics. The group type that we will be using for our group will be psychotherapeutic group, which incorporates interpersonal processes, meaning you relate your information to me, I relate my information to you, and it will also help create the therapeutic process as far as the relationship with me and you all to bring about change in your recovery process. Um, our meetings will be closed, so that means only you will be the only participants in the meeting. No one else will be allowed. If it was open, then that means other people will be allowed to attend our meetings. But I think and feel that this would be a good group because our group is going to be small, meaning 6 to 10. So I think this is a good size group. Men and women are in our group, so that's fine as well. The philosophy for our group will be we're going to take a holistic approach, meaning we're going to look at the spiritual aspect, mental health, um, emotional, physical, and everything that will focus on the recovery process. We're also going to be discussing empowerment as far as the recovery process and how strengths and passions of yours will help nurture the process for your recovery. Also, the model or the modality that we will be using is cognitive behavioral therapy, or it's sometimes called CBT. This modality examines the patterns or your thought process and why you make some of the choices that you do. So, with that being said, we try to diminish unhealthy thoughts to while helping you in the recovery process to help you get through um, your addiction. Sometimes you will be given homework to bring back to sessions. Nothing difficult, so you wouldn't have to worry about that. So, and also it will help changing learned behaviors. A lot of behaviors that we carry about or go about from day to day are behaviors that we've learned. So we want to change some of those behaviors that you've learned as far as your addiction to help you through the process of your recovery. Um, and also, this therapy model will help with your thought pattern, your beliefs, and just the way you go about doing things from day to day. Because it's about your addiction, it's about your change. So that's what we want to happen in the process. They're only going to be 12 to 16 sessions, so it's not going to be like a long term group session. It's going to be short term. So you don't have to worry about, this is going to be forever. Because I know sometimes, like in group sessions, it can be pretty stressful when you're talking with each other or kind of disclosing your information with others. So we don't want you to worry about that. What goes on here stays in our group. Um, and, like I said, it will be brief and short term. My theoretical framework is going to be psychosocial development theory. A lot of times in the recovery process, when people are going through addictions, you kind of get stalled in the process. You don't really know which way to go or what to do. So, with this development theory, it can help as far as the addiction, because it's you're already going through a traumatic event. You're already going through a detrimental situation. So this is just a framework that I will be using while you are in the group sessions. And so now we're going to talk about icebreakers. I do have two questions. For the first question, I'm just going to go around the circle and ask you a question and just kind of let you give me some feedback. And if you want to, elaborate on, your answer, that's good. So I'm going to start here and work my way around. Can you tell me what color fits your mood?
Red.
Red. Can you tell me why?
Oh, I love it.
You love the color red.
I love
Okay,
the color red.
okay, that's cool. What color fits your mood?
Royal blue.
Royal blue, and why?
I
Okay, that's good. I guess I'll take that. I ain't crazy about you. What color fits your mood?
I taught him.
So we got two things. Okay, we'll work with that. And what color fits your mood?
I'd say purple. because it's always been like a calming color for me. It's familiar because when I was younger, that's always my favorite color. So now it's just kind of stuck with me. It's like a familiar color.
Cool. And what color fits your mood?
Green.
Green. And why?
So many shades of green. Just relaxing to me.
Okay. Okay. So some relaxation. Some I like it because it's a school, and some I just like it. I will throw out there the color that fits my mood. I love black. I love red and pink. So sometimes I don't know. Maybe when I'm going through something, I do try to maybe pick a lighter color. Sometimes I think of the darker shades first, but sometimes I guess it just all depends. Like I said, on your mood. Another icebreaker question I have is if you could spend time with someone that was famous, who would it be and why?
Rosa Parks.
And why?
She was a very strong woman.
Okay, okay, great choice. And who would you choose?
Um, say, probably Abraham Lincoln. Just to see what was going on at that time and all the history.
Okay, okay, good choice. And
Personally, Coach K.
Okay, good choice.
Well, he's done a lot for that school.
He has.
And he's done a lot for the school. So,
Right.
See what motivates him.
Right. And he's been there a long time, too.
Well, God, yes, he has.
He has a lot
He's
of
got a job for
championships.
life.
I have to give it to you, a lot of championships.
Job for life.
And who would you choose?
I'm trying to think. Oh my goodness. Somebody famous.
Besides me.
I would say, honestly, I don't, because it's just been like we've been watching a lot of movies related to it. So probably Martin Luther King because everything that he did to bring us to where we are, people of all shapes and sizes, and I think that, like, because we watched the movie Selma, and it just kind of made me think, like, his words, I mean, were really, like, rooted in God's word, and the way he shared it and how broad it was, I feel like, this day and age, that would be awesome if somebody would say, because we're going through stuff all the time as time changes, and what he stood for and the things that he's not here, and that still stands. But I just thought it was, he was just a powerful influence on our society, and so that's just the first thing I think of.
Okay.
Well, to be honest with you, if he hadn't gotten assassinated, race relationships would be a lot different today than they are now.
And I believe that too. Right. And who would you choose?
My choice would be Michelle Obama
Okay.
because she has worked a lot with childhood obesity. She worked with schools. She worked with all kinds of children. She took them to the White House and they learned gardening, which I like, and that's just my interest.
She sure did.
And she partners with people too, like Rachel Ray and all these other
Right.
chefs.
She sure does. So she is very huge on nutrition. Yeah, she sure is. Well, thank you for the icebreakers. That was cool. If I had a person to choose, wow. I would probably choose a musician because I love music. I don't know. Prince. I'm trying to get on stage. I just love music, so I mean, there's so many musicians I would choose, but anyway. Okay, back to some of the things we'll be discussing in our group. For the curriculum, or what we will be going by as far as a model as well, it's broken down into 3 modules. Module 1 would be introductions and exploring addictions. Module 2 would be awareness building or members exploring patterns of behaviors and consequences. And module 3 would be problem solving, accountability, decision making, and goal planning. So that would go on over the weeks that we would spend together in our group as far as your recovery process. And it doesn't sound like a lot, but once we start the sessions and begin to break down each one of these things, then we'll be exploring each section more to try to help you, like I said, in the process of recovery. The overview of our group is to have supportive contact with myself and other members in the group, discussing the recovery process, helping with strategies to prevent relapse. After all sessions, continuing participating in support groups such as NA, since you all are here for narcotics, drug abuse anyway, that would be a good thing to continue even after the sessions to go to support groups. But that would be, on your decision. And to learn about yourselves and about addiction. So that's an overview of the group. Anytime anyone will want to maybe add anything to the overview, that will be completely fine. Just let everyone know and we can put it out on the table. Our group objectives, upon completion of the sessions, you would identify places where you feel complacent, understand how destructive thoughts contribute to any triggers, understand how guilt can undermine recovery, and to be more observant of anger signals. So, and they're even with objectives, we can always add, but these are like the main ones that I wanted to focus on during our sessions. Like I said, feel free. This is your group. So anytime that you feel we need to add more, just let me know and we can discuss it. As far as disclosures, like I said, this is a closed group. So if you're going to talk about anyone else or you're going to give like personal experiences, please don't provide any names, no personal information. And you can share, personal experiences, but don't give like specifics. And by me being the facilitator or the counselor therapist for the session, if you share any information with me regarding any suicidal or homicidal ideations, I'm mandated as a therapist to report it. So just know that we have confidentiality in our sessions, but if you give any information such as that, then I have to report it. So just keep that in mind. Or any abuse or neglect, whether it's for children or elderly, that has to be reported also. So if you share it with me, then I'm going to have to share it just to let you know. Ground rules, I've already mentioned confidentiality. So just remember any information that we share here stays with us, and with me as well. I can't share your information. Respecting one another, that's kind of like a common ground thing. Just making sure anytime that you're talking, it's always okay to agree to disagree. We all have our own opinions, so respecting each other's opinions. Punctuality, I'm a stickler about starting on time, so please be on time. If you can't come or you know you're gonna be running late, it's fine to call me. Call the office, that's fine, no problem. If something's come up or it's an emergency, just let me know. If I don't pick up, you can leave it on the voicemail. Participation, of course, I would want everybody to participate in any activities or while we have our sessions going on. So please feel free to just jump in and participate at any time. And lastly, no advice giving. It's okay to share an experience or to say, well, this may help you, that may help you, but not to say, if I were you, I would, or or you need to do this, this, and this. So, just be mindful of each other. Like I said, respectful, and be mindful of me as a facilitator over the group. And I will do my best while the session is going on to help, in any way. Like I said, if there's anything that at any time, any topics, any information that you need, please feel free and share with me and let me know so that I can make sure that I make myself available to you as a facilitator. Do you have any questions about anything, meeting times, next time we'll meet, any concerns? Anyone? No? Well, I think this has, been a great start, as far as me, just kind of giving you your information. I know you have questions as as we go on and have our sessions. So, I appreciate you and I look forward to working with everyone. Thank you.
How often do your sessions be?
We will meet once a week. And like I said, it'll be short term, so it's not going to be very long. So it's not like it's going to be long term and ongoing. Don't want to wear you out. And like I said, with the CBT and the cognitive behavioral therapy, it's short term anyway. So that's the model we're going to be using or the modality that we're going to be using. So you don't have to worry about having to come and just get burnt out with it. And like I said, even with it being short term, if you choose to, and I would suggest, to go to a self-help group such as Narcotics Anonymous to continue with your treatment, that would be great too. So that will be how it will go. Any other questions? Thank you.